Do you want to learn how to play the Hunter Call of the Wild without waiting for your favorite content creators to make different videos on how to do just that? Well, I'm at Squidster and you've come across the right video because today I'm going to explain to you guys how to do just that. Section 1. Get started and make money. So you guys are going to start with the 243 Rangemaster. That is simply the gun Call of the Wild provides for you, and you're going to be able to use it. It's absolute garbage. As soon as you can, go through and kill all the does that you can find, collect all the money, buy the 223 because that is the next step up for killing. Once you guys have the 223, go through and kill everything, and then once you have enough money, you guys can start purchasing good guns, and eventually you'll have every gun in the game. So it's going to start you with a few calls, including not the deer grunt color, but it'll start you with the antler rattler, and I think that's it. I'm pretty sure it's only the antler rattler and the deer bleat collar, which I don't have on me. Once you can, buy the deer grunt collar. It is way better for all different kinds of deer. It's way more effective. I find that it works anywhere from 230 to 275 meters away. Now, one thing that they are going to start you with that is absolutely not even useful is Scent Eliminator. And Scent Eliminator does not work. It sucks. It's trash. It doesn't even work. It's literally something to make the game have a better touch, and it's just, I don't even know why EW added it. It really does not work. Okay guys, so no matter what map you're in, you'll eventually find one of these, and these are specified as the outposts. They are this little house logo right here on your map, so you can fast travel to it right here. I have tons of those all around my map. You can see there's one right there, just for example, but I have the entire map unlocked, so I have every single one of them. And at every single one of your outposts, no matter what map you're in, you're going to have a cache. And this cache is where you do everything. So starting off in the store, what people don't realize is that there's another section right here. I've seen so many people do this. That's the only reason why I'm telling you guys. There's tons more. Everyone thinks it ends right at lures. Right there. They don't even know. I never knew for years as well. So I did purchase real life DLCs, so I never did purchase the 223 like I said, but I had it on my old account and it is the way to go. Once you work up enough money, you're going to want to get the 300 Caning Magnum, because that is by far the best gun in the game. It's absolutely insane. So basically it's pretty straightforward how to use the cache. You just go to your cache, go to rifles, or say you wanted to purchase a bow for instance. Go here. They say free because I bought the DLC in real life with real money. So I have just about every bow besides... Actually, I do not have these yet. Huh, I'm gonna have to buy those. I'm gonna have to buy those real quick. So basically, I have every bow. I don't really bow hunt that much, but either way, bows are one of the best ways to hunt in this game. They're awesome. They penetrate amazing. There's about 40 different weapons in the game that you can use to hunt with. Some of them are free, but if you guys do want to spend like $2 in real life, it's really not even that bad. But if you don't, if you just want to play the game, there's plenty of other weapons you can use. So one of the hardest things that I find a lot of people do, we'll use the 300 for example, is they don't realize where they get their ammo, and you also have to buy sights. So we're going to start out with ammo. The easiest way to do this is hover over the 300. You guys see in the bottom right where it says be owned, right below that says compatible items. You click whatever button that says. For me it's square, and it takes you to the ammo, the sights that it'll allow you to use, including the Red Raptor, one of my favorites, and here's your ammo, and here's everything that's compatible with that gun. This works with every other weapon in the game. Here under lures, it's also pretty straightforward. You just basically do whatever whatever you would to buy a gun. So literally, it's just you buy it and then you use it. It's really that simple in this game. And like I said earlier, do not buy Scent Eliminator. It literally is a waste of $3,000. It's just terrible. If you want to buy doggy biscuits, if you got the extra money, you can. Even if you do have the dog in general. First aid kit, I do recommend. I don't even use them because it's almost impossible to die in this game. Stealthy Hunter, I don't really recommend wearing backpacks because they create tons of extra noise. And as soon as you work up the money, do buy the Apex View 7x42 binoculars. They're awesome. I'm actually using them right now. They come with this rangefinder right here, so you can tell exactly how far away your animal is if you have the perk like I do. If you guys see in the bottom right hand corner, it says 164, and I can change throughout it. That's zeroing, so say the animal was 300 yards away. Put it on 328, take my shot, and that'll give you the most accurate shot possible. We'll get into perks in a little bit. Now back here in the cache, guys, one thing I do find very popular is people think that it automatically just puts the scope and ammo together. What you actually have to do is once you purchase anything in the game, you have to go to storage, And then right here, you just put all those back up. Right here, you can see weapons, ammo, sights, lures, binoculars, just like the shop, just like the shop. So what you guys are going to want to do is, say I just purchased, let's say I purchased one of my bows. I purchased a crossbow. So now I have the crossbow in my inventory. Now I need to put arrows on it, which I really don't think I have. I have all of my ammo with me at all times, so no matter what, I have it with me. But either way, say this was the ammo for the crossbow, I'd need to put it in because I just bought that. And sights, I don't usually carry all my sights. I carry the Argus and the Hyperion because they're my two favorite, and they're the two everybody's favorite. And if you guys do want to carry all your lures, it'll take up a lot of extra space, but I do think it's worth it because if you need to hurry up and switch maps, you don't have to worry about switching out your lures. Binoculars, I always carry the Apex View, and if I hunt at night, I'll carry the Gen Zero 8x50 night vision rangefinder binoculars. And it's the same thing with portable structures, but they weigh a lot, obviously, and I can't carry anything right now. So once you have the item in your inventory, you'll notice that it is still not on your weapon wheel, and it's still not switchable throughout the little thing right there. So what you guys are going to want to do is go to whatever button this is for here. It's options. You're going to want to go to weapons, and you can see my crossbow's right here. You can select where you want to put that on your weapon wheel or your hotkeys. I like the weapon wheel. And I'm going to put that right next to my 300. Then you go to ammo. Then you scroll through until it highlights. As you guys seen up here, I'll just show you guys real quick. These two highlight because these two ammo are compatible. And I honestly don't know if I have any crossbow compatible ammo right now. Oops, wrong one. I really don't think I do. Oh, I do! What do you know? Okay, I'll put some in. It is really complicating. Alright, so I had to switch to hotkeys because it's being annoying as crap like usual. So go to the ammo that's selected. Same thing with hotkeys, it'll light up if it's compatible. Select it, and then you can go through. Obviously, it won't let me put it in the antler rattler, so I'm going to come to here, click X or whatever your select button is. And now, as you can see, I have arrows in my crossbow. It's the same thing with any other gun in the game, or if you're just going to put like a lure in here, for instance, I'll take out the antler rattler, so I didn't want it anymore, unequip. And then I do like to have my stuff very organized because it is much helpful. Very much helpful. I usually would have that up there with my stuff, but say I want to put the antler rattler back in, you just come to here, select it, select where you want it in your inventory, and boom, it's in there. So now if you guys can see, I go to here, the antler rattler is right next to my crossbow. Alright guys, so as soon as you spawn in as a new player, you guys are going to see these little green things, and I really didn't even unlock them since I don't even need to, and I've been playing for years. I'm just on my new account right now, which I've had for about a year now, and I still haven't unlocked these green things, and these are called lookout points. So what these do is they light the map up. As you guys can see right here, there's a lookout point, but it's white. That means I have it discovered, and you guys can see there's this light ball right here. That's basically where you've seen when you were in the lookout tower, but once you get all of them unlocked, it just lights up the whole map for you, and everything is much more visible. But I've been to every lake in the map besides like these ones right here, so a few tips and tricks for unlocking your lookout points. You go to garage, and you can see that there's quads. They go 50 miles an hour, and they're very helpful for getting across the map. And when you unlock your lookout points, it'll also give you the location of an outpost, which I mentioned earlier, and we're going to talk about those now. You go to the outpost and you'll claim it just like you would your lookout point. You can just press square wherever the trigger is, and once you have your outpost unlocked, they will be gray as well. And once they give you the location after you've discovered this, everyone comes with 2 outposts. So once you've discovered this, the outpost will look just like the lookout point before it was discovered. It'll be a green house icon, and then once you have it discovered, there's a few options. You can place a waypoint on it, cancel, and you can fast travel to it. And what this does is it takes you to that outpost. Now as you guys can see, I'm at a completely different outpost, and I'm at the one that I was showing you. So I can easily fast travel back up here or anywhere I want on the map simply by selecting the outpost and selecting fast travel. Thing in outpost. Once you get to your outpost, you can come inside, and if you go to the bed, you can change the time to whatever time you want. You do have to know military time since it doesn't change it, but if you guys download the app, link in the description, it's called Call the Wild Companion. It tells you the best times to hunt every kind of animal in the game. So guys, outposts are extremely useful, and I might even make a whole detailed video just saying the use of outposts for people that think they don't have to discover their entire map. Like, they are so useful. Okay guys, so now I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use your HUD, also known as the heads up display. So, as you guys can see, down in the bottom right corner, it says idling. You have a compass, and you have the little icon of whatever you have out, like my binoculars. And that little thing that says R1, that's a perk. You won't have those unless you have a perk selected, and I'll make a video on how to do that, or I might include them in this guide. But as you guys can see, I have my health bar, the heart icon, and that starts beating as soon as I start running, if it will, because it says heart rate, and it really doesn't matter anything. But if you guys go to your scope and hold your eyes breath by pressing whatever your indicator is, you will see that the heart rate starts to go up because he's holding his breath and he's dying. Well, he won't really die, but it just makes everything much more like, see how hard he's breathing once I let off. So yeah, the heart rate isn't really that useful, but it is still useful to know every once in a while. So next to the heart rate, you guys see that thing every time I move. That is your visibility. So this is also very useful, and I'll prove to you guys why. If you go to your codex, I think it's hunting profile, animals scared, you can see eyesight 1661, and hearing is a ridiculous amount I don't even want to say. Anyways, I've spooked 1,000 animals. That's more than I've even shot. So you guys do want to make sure that you're trying to stay hidden, and the bigger the ball, as you guys can see it's a ball, I'm clearly visible right now. Any animal could see me, and if I come over here, common sense, and hide in the bush, a little line pops up and the line fades away. I am invisible right now. But let's say this little post right here is the animal. Moving on to the wind, you guys can see on the compass, the little arrow is me. Right now I'm facing north, west, east, and so on. But as you guys see, that little cone looking thing, that's your wind. It is blowing directly south, which happens to be exactly the direction I'm looking at the quote-unquote animal. So the animal would run away because it smells me. So what you're going to want to do is move to a point where the wind is not blowing at the animal. So if I were to walk over here, 10 minutes later, I have a very questionable wind, but I have a way less likely chance of him smelling me. And if I get up here, it's almost impossible for him to smell me unless he were to walk into my wind. So yes, animals can smell you. Last but not least, next to eyesight, you guys can see that's the little microphone thing, and that's kind of self-explanatory. The animals can hear you, and if you're loud like I am right now, they will run away. But the game tries to tell you to always be quiet. You don't have to unless you're getting warning calls, which if you're really new and you don't know what warning calls are, you'll figure it out. It's just, you'll hear it, definitely. It's the animal screaming, saying, "There's a human in the woods!" So if there's an animal nearby, you do want to crouch down and be quiet. I'm not trying to tell you guys to run around, because I've spooked over 1,000 animals easily by hearing. Alright guys, that's how to use your HUD. There is one more little thing. It's zooming in and out while you're in your scope. For keyboard and mouse, it's going to be your little, what the heck is it called? That little wheel that's in the middle of your two clickers. It's going to scroll back and forth. And like I think if you pull it towards you, it's going to zoom out. And if you push it forward, it's going to zoom in. So that's how it works for keyboard and mouse. For controller players, you guys are going to have little arrows, or it's called the D-pad. For Xbox and PS4, it's going to be called the D-pad. You just press up on the arrow or down on the arrow. This is a white-tailed deer mating call, you guys can see in the top right, and you guys see those little parentheses? Those will show up no matter what if your character hears the animal talking. So once you've put some hours in, you may find that the same map gets a bit boring. Call of the Wild does give you two maps. They give you this one right here, Layton Lake District, and they also give you Hirschfelden Hunting Reserve. They give you two maps, and there is obviously tons of other maps. They're $7.99 each in real life, and I'm telling you that Layton Lake takes a few months to get bored of, and Hirschfelden takes a few months to get bored of. This is the new map, Revontuli Coast, came out a few days ago, and Medved is another one of my favorites. Basically all of them are absolutely insanely amazing. They're all super fun to hunt on. The only one I don't have is Rancho and Parque, and from what I've heard, they're both also amazing. Just these maps, guys. I know for PlayStation, you go to the PlayStation Store and you can just search up The Hunter Call of the Wild. It'll give you all of the DLCs available, including weapon packs and everything. If you're on PC or Xbox, you just go to where you would go to like buy online games or get Xbox Game Pass or something like that to get your online membership or something. I'm sure you guys have bought a game or downloaded a game online before. I think for PC, you just go to Steam and search up The Hunter Call of the Wild, and it'll give you all the DLCs available. For Xbox, you just go to your store or whatever and search up Call of the Wild, and it'll be there. How to find animals, you guys are wondering. So in Layton, I'm just going to tell you guys right now that there's animals basically anywhere there's water, no matter what time it is, and I find that people always try to go in the woods when they hunt because that's more realistic in real life. That's actually not how Call of the Wild works. You will find them walking through the woods, walking to their drink times, which a drink zone is one of these. We'll get into these in like Great One Guides or something I have in another video. But you're going to want to walk to the water and look for animals drinking, and they will be drinking no matter what time it is. In all the maps, animals drink regardless of what kind of animal it is, every minute of the day and night. Black bear and Layton Lakes drink all the way through the night, so it won't be like every 10 minutes an animal switches. They drink for hours in the game, which would equal to a good hour of playing in real life. And like I mentioned earlier, guys, this right here is a drink zone, and it tells you what time they drink at when you discover them. So, say you wanted to hunt whitetail, you go to your outpost, change the time to 8 o'clock, and you go out down the river, and I recommend this river for sure, by the way, guys. You go to this river right here, make sure you have this outpost unlocked because there's an absolute pile of them up here. Walk the river, you'll be sure to shoot something. So there is quite a bit I skipped over, and I will make several different videos on like, for instance, the best gun DLC or something. I already made a video rating all the DLCs from 1 to 10. It'll be linked in the description. But I'm going to get into what people really need to know. So, like, how to find diamonds and rares we're going to do. So, what is a diamond? I know you guys are on YouTube watching all your favorite streamers, and you're like, what is a diamond? They keep shooting it and getting excited about it. A diamond is extremely rare, and if you find one, amazing job. I've found 5 of them so far, and I've been playing for about a year on this account now. I think I have over 5. Yes, guys, I have 6 diamonds, and you can easily view how many you have by going to hunting profile, and there you go. So in order to find diamonds, you have to do something called a grind, and to do this, you have to have every single one of your drink zones discovered. So we're going to use whitetail, for instance. You can go through your map everywhere on here. It won't take that long. It'll just take probably a day or so in real life. You go through, find all your whitetail zones, and only shoot males, no matter what. And I don't recommend doing this unless you've already bought everything you ever wanted to. Like, I have every gun I could want to, and I would recommend buying a ton of ammo so you don't gotta spend too much money, which I buy little bits of ammo at once because it saves more money. And, yeah, basically go through, find all your zones, and only shoot males, and you'll get some good spawns. And if you're hunting whitetail, red deer, or the newly added black bear, if you shoot thousands, which I highly doubt that you will if you're brand new, if you shoot thousands of the same species, like whitetail, for instance, because they have a great one, you'll spawn in a great one, and that's basically how you beat the whole game, I would say. There's a couple different ways too, but once you shot a great one, you are amazing at hunting. I've never shot one, and I'm currently doing my red deer great one grind. I have a red deer great one guide, so that way you guys know how to set up and what to do. It's the same thing for every great one. You guys can go to that video. It's in the description. Just pretend it's black bear or whitetail or whatever you're grinding for. I'll be using my dog for an example at this one. I'm going to tell him to lay down. So, I know it's sad, I'm not really going to shoot him, I promise. I just have to use him for an example. So if I tell him, I just realized that I clicked the wrong one. If I click stay, he's going to stand up and stay there for me. So this is a really good example because he is obviously an animal. I'm not going to shoot, I promise. So if you're a new player, it doesn't really matter where you're aiming and shooting. What the heck is he doing? Okay. So, like, he just literally just gave me the perfect angle. This is a heart shot. This is the best shot you can get if you want to aim right here, especially for moose. It works really good. And if you come over here, this would also be a perfect shot. It's called broadside. You're going to want to aim right behind the leg right here. That'll give you a perfect double lung heart shot. Spine shots in real life are a good shot, but in this game, it will not work. Don't ever shoot in the head. Oh, look at his pretty face. Don't ever shoot in the head. That'll ruin your kill unless it's, like, something that it's not a good trophy or something. And I do recommend spine shots for if you're not shooting trophies and you're just trying to get money, because spine shots will drop your animal instantly. So yeah, I do recommend spine shots. So the reason why you can't take other shots besides that is because it won't be vital, and vital means like your vital organs, like a heart, liver, lung, anything like that. If you shoot them in the head, yes, it's not really an organ, so it won't pass the harvest check. And in order to get full trophy score, so say you found a diamond and you wanted to shoot it and you shot it somewhere which is not a vital organ, it wouldn't score diamond, it would score gold. And that's really what the hard thing is. You have to make sure you shoot in one of the positions I showed you. There's really only two, unless you're hunting something that's obviously not diamond. And now I'm going to tell you guys how to tell if your animal is diamond. So last but not least today, guys, I'm going to project something on the screen when I edit the video. It's going to tell you guys what levels are which. And when you highlight an animal, it's going to have a level in the top right corner. For whitetail, a diamond level would be a level 3, a great one would be a level 10. For a minimum level for whitetail, it would be level 1. For moose, level 5 and level 1. So the higher the highest number I say is going to be diamond. For red deer, elk, and black bear, and Cape buffalo, lion, every larger game species, class 6 or above, is going to be 9 legendary for diamond, except foxes and chamios and tailroa and this map. And obviously I'm not going to talk about every species in the game, considering the fact that there's hundreds, which is amazing. If you guys do want to know what level is which and how to know if your animals are diamonds, you guys can go download the app in the description. Call the Wild Companion, hashtag not sponsored. I just think the app's awesome, and I want to let you guys know that it will help you very much. Anyways, guys, this has been okay. Perfect timing. There's a herd of whitetail right here. Okay, we'll take this guy. Why not? If we can get a good shot on him. Maybe he'll give us a good shot. Maybe he'll give us a good shot and we'll get lucky. Maybe he'll give us a good shot. Oh, that was not a good shot. Okay. Well, that is exactly where you don't want to hit your animal when you shoot them. Maybe he'll give us another shot. Maybe. And another thing, when you're shooting at big trophies, which that wasn't, but if you are, you want to make sure you only shoot him 2 times or less, because that will also ruin the harvest check. Take 2 at the intro, or I mean the outro. Jeez, I'm tired today. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I am going to make a part 2 for this because I included just the main basics of the game, and I have made another basics video, but I am going to explain everything else that you need to know in the next video. Thanks guys for that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It's very helpful and much appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time.